Former FDA Commissioner Scott Gottlieb out with a new piece in the Journal of the American Medical Association outlining how the FDA should be regulating AI in healthcare. Dr. Gottlieb joins us now. He also serves on the boards of Pfizer and Illumina and is a CNBC contributor. I guess if you pick the top three, I guess, most exciting areas for AI, I think this always falls in one of the top three, what we could do with medical science and drug development.
Yeah, look, I think that's right. Anybody who's engaged with these large language models like ChatGPT can recognize the potential that they're going to have in healthcare. They can allow you to look at large data sets. So, for example, looking across protein data and genomic data, as well as phenotypic data on human response to disease, and try to find associations that wouldn't be discernible through traditional methods. And companies are using it for those purposes. You can use it for drug optimization, trying to find reasons why certain drugs might not be absorbed well, might have certain side effects. You can look across a lot of information associated with many different drugs and start to tease out the qualities around molecules that can help define when they're going to be good drugs, when they're more likely to be absorbed efficiently, when they're more likely to have fewer side effects associated with them. It also allows clinicians and drug developers to do better stratifications of patients in clinical trials as well as in clinical practice. You can look across very large data sets and look for markers of disease severity or causation of disease that might not be discernible by looking at traditional clinical metrics, and suddenly you can start to define which patients, for example, are going to be high risk for a recurrence of cancer, which patients might be at high risk for heart disease, and either enroll those kinds of patients in clinical trials so you're enriching the clinical trials so you get a signal more easily, or target therapies to those patients. So all these uses and many others are right on the horizon, and these things are being adopted right now. There are regulatory impediments. FDA is going to need to think differently about how it regulates these kinds of data sets in order to bring these to patients.
Scott, drug development, I think, what do you foresee? How does that play out? How long does it take? And when do you actually see sort of the promise of that being played out with AI? Is it 5 years off? Is it less, more?
Well, it's right now. There's companies right now that are using these tools to improve drug development. Some companies are based on these kinds of tools. So, for example, Recursion, I spent the week with Chris Gibson, Recursion, the CEO of Recursion Pharmaceuticals. They're using these large language models to do drug development. There's other companies like that are adopting these tools. But even when you look inside the big pharmaceutical companies, they have collaborations underway where they're adopting these tools to help improve traditional methods of developing drugs. I think the harder part's going to be adopting these tools in clinical practice, because where FDA is going to have challenges is trusting a tool that's built on a data set where FDA can't decouple the data set that the algorithm was trained on. So you have an algorithm that's gotten intelligent, a large language model, based on data sets that the FDA might worry are biased, have certain problems with them, don't have reliable data. Traditionally, the artificial intelligence tools that have made their way into clinical practice that FDA has relied on either for drug development or for prescribing to patients are built upon data sets where they're closed data sets, they're locked data sets where FDA knows that the data that the algorithms were trained on is reliable. For example, a tool that does pattern recognition to help radiologists identify certain things on scans like tumors. You know that the scans that algorithm was trained on were MRIs or CT scans or X-rays where you know the patient did or did not have cancer, for example, to take this example. With the large language models trained on population-wide data sets, you don't have an assurance that the data is necessarily reliable in every instance.